never enter a house without protecting everything of the homeowners. I mean, the worst thing you want to do is come in and fix something and break something else and, have to fix that. Yeah, I want to go around the staircase. So I don't want anything going upstairs. I don't want anything going in these rooms. That's what we do in every job. Okay, so I've already marked out the floor. You're just going to chalk line it with me?
Okay.
Just start it off and you just lower it on. Don't be afraid of it. We have a cold floor. Why do we have a cold floor? This is an addition. We don't know, really. I'm assuming it's improper insulation, hole in the foundation. Mike's asked us to come in and check out why we have a cold floor. That's where we do exploratory holes. Find out what's going on underneath. Allows us to go in and fix the problem. We have a dead mouse here, but I don't think that's the actual issue from the smell. Can we get a garbage bag for that? Really, we got to get right down in there, find out what's going on. Well, I can definitely see my breath down here. Okay, that's probably enough for Mike to see for the night.
We're actually taking a patch out of the wall to look behind and do some exploratory work, see what's there. I tell you, I don't need to go to the gym because my arm is aching. It's a good workout.
There's the outside of the original house right there. That is freezing cold. That's almost, I can feel almost ice could form on that right now. There's no insulation behind this piece of framing right here. Obviously, insulating was not a priority here.
We're trying to dig down 4 feet and see if we can find the footings for the foundation. It's hard as rock. It's frozen clay, so I mean you can't get too much harder than that unless you're shoveling rock. So yeah, it's fun.
Okay, only 4 feet, guys. We're not trying to find the bottom of it. I mean, if it ends up at 2 feet, stop there. I'm trying to find out how big that is. What we're gonna do is we're giving them an access in the foundation inside the basement. I need to know how far that footing goes. I don't want to go underneath the footing, right?
This will take us, I think, at least, when you say another 20 minutes, half hour? Could be 40 minutes the way we're going.
Well, we're basically done for today. That was a very quick job. We opened the floor for Mike. I got to bring him in now to see it. I have a feeling we'll be pulling the cabinets again. I'll let him make that call. I've opened up everything he needs to see. And let him come in tomorrow. Tell me what he wants me to do here.
There's a hole in the floor.
There is a hole in the floor, sir, as you asked.
Okay, we see some good things here. They did use plywood. It's very rare that I'm going to see any contractor use a vapor barrier on top of the floor, but because they use plywood, they should use the vapor barrier. Now, you didn't find any critters, right?
No, there's a couple of dead mice. Nothing really major. No dead raccoons, which was nice.
Is that concrete or clay?
That is clay. It was wet and then it dried out.
We're going to have other issues in the future of every time it rains too much, we're going to have that smell again. They're going to think there's a dead animal in there.
Right.
So, you're right. Today, you're gonna pull the counters, okay? No choice about it. Get the stove out, get the dishwasher out, get them in the garage, get them protected, wrapped up, wrap them like a birthday present. Get the island out. So if we can win on a 2-foot crawl space underneath the floor joist, I'll accept that, but that means we've got to go another 4 inches plus rigid foam. So you're gonna be at least 30 inches down from the bottom of the floor joist. And after we're done all here, which is gonna take you a while, that's when we'll start tying into the basement and creating an access. Although this is past code and it was acceptable, this is not good enough. This is nothing but a problem waiting to happen. What if in the future that we solve all these problems and I don't create an access and I don't dig this down, we have a plumbing problem?
Yep.
How do you get to it? So we're gonna make sure we thermal break the floor. We're gonna rigid foam it. We're gonna put vapor barrier on top of it to pour concrete. We are going to spray foam the walls and then we're gonna fire rate it with a spray over top of that.
You know this is like at least a day here, right?
Oh, gee, I mean, how about 2?
Yeah.
If you can do it in 1, I'm really surprised and I'll buy everyone a coffee. All right?
How about a coffee, guys, for that?
Maybe coffee inside.
I don't think
I get your donut too. Come on. So have fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Any problems? Call me.
Okay. Boys and girls, let's get this floor up. Come flush here, make me a line. We're gonna come 2 feet off each wall, cut the floor out, lift it, dig it out. There we go. Okay, that's dangerous. We got a lot of digging to do. These guys are gonna continue digging. I wanna see more of this floor up. And this is what happens. This isn't just this small little area. It affects this whole room, which affects my base, but affects everything we do in this kitchen. Everything. It's like a gut. We're re-renovating this whole kitchen, so that's where we're at.
We were actually talking about that today, about hauling concrete and doing different dirty jobs and tough jobs, and really this is just another job.
The best part about my job is actually demo. It's the funnest part.
The 3 feet near there, bud.
Nice.
Demolition it's just dirty. It's no fun.
Just having these joists in the way makes it that much more difficult, because then we get things like this, and we actually have to dig trenches.
It's fun to be up here, isn't it?
It is. I like this position.
You would. You've been standing like in that position all day. It's about time you get in the hole and start doing some work. Today's been good. Steady working. Everyone's happy.
Well, you know what the best thing about this is? They don't want the sink here anymore, so we're eliminating all of this.
Watch the hole in the floor. This was for where your island was.
Oh, wow. This isn't just this small little area. It affects this whole room, which affects my base, but affects everything we do in this kitchen. Everything. It's like a gut. We're re-renovating this whole kitchen.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello, folks.
Neil. Hi. Come on in. Come look at what we've done so far to your house. All right. I think we're making room for a hot tub, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
It'll be in your kitchen, though, if you don't mind.
It's a bigger kitchen than we thought it was.
Watch the hole in the floor. This was for where your island was.
Oh, wow.
When I first looked underneath it, I did find a ton of brick and a little bit of garbage, nothing serious. The further we go, the more we see. So once it was opened, I said, okay, lose the counters. We're gonna have to open it right up, and I want this dug down, and I'm gonna explain why. If you ever had a leak, if you ever had to work on the electrical, you wouldn't have been able to get down there. But lo and behold, what does Damon find once he's pulling everything out?
Ooh, they do have an access.
Not a nice one.
No, can you imagine being the guy to crawl through there?
So there was a way to get down there.
Wow.
That would have been really nice to tell you that once you bought the house.
Yeah.
By the way, if you ever want to get down there, you go
Yeah.
underneath the dishwasher. Because we did not find a critter in the ductwork, I'm going to assume that when you had this smell, it was raining outside. Was it raining?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, what's in your floor? It's clay. And they did not seal your foundation. Problem is that it's going to allow water to get into the earth. What I'm going to make sure we do is to relocate the downspouts. That'll require new east trough on the back side of this house, pulling the downspout to the outside of the deck. When water mixed with clay, it smells like not only the toilet, okay, but add a little bit of kill factor in there of an animal. Mix the two together and you're like sniffing through everywhere. It's literally coming from the earth. What I'm gonna make sure we do is that we dig this down. We thermal break the floor by putting down 2 inches of rigid foam. We then put in a vapor barrier over top of the rigid foam and we pour a concrete pad. Then I'm gonna cut an entrance in your basement in the foundation wall to get into it in case anything ever happened. And we are going to solve the small problems on the wall on this side. We're gonna repair your electrical and the flooring, new floor. We still have a ton of things to do. But after all this is said and done, it will be toasty warm, you will be totally comfortable, and trust me, it will look the same. Maybe a new countertop or two.
That sounds great.
Okay?
Fantastic.
Our job is done for now. Damon is, you are in good hands. Damon is gonna take this over, and at the end of it, we'll come back and take a really good look at it and jump in the hot tub together.
And you're gonna serve me, right?
All right. Yeah, if I have to, I cook a mean steak on the barbie.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
How you doing?
Pretty good yourself.
Good, man.
Things like your dishwasher, things like your counter plug need their own breaker. They do have a heavier load. So what they've done here is simply done the addition and tapped off whatever circuit was available.
So every time they want to use the coffee maker and the dishwasher at the same time, they trip the breaker downstairs.
But I do need to string new lines from here and bring them into that area and redo the counter plugs. And I have to redo the dishwasher. The microwave receptacle is also done incorrectly.
Yeah.
And that counter plug that was on the island was gross.
So are we just dealing with the kitchen at this point?
The entire kitchen is where I'm going to start. At the end of the day, my opinion is going to be that whoever did that renovation,
Yep.
there's no way that they pulled up a contractor to do this work.
We're fixing the floor, which means we're fixing the plumbing. He obviously did it all. Now we're fixing the electrical. Same guy.
Exactly.
Well, what we're doing here is we're pulling a line for the, one's gonna be for the counter plug, and the other one's gonna be for the dishwasher. How much more, Dave? That's all? We still have to pull one more for the other counter plug and for the microwave hood fan.
Well, we got a big day happening here today. We had all this dug out as of Friday, and it was a huge job. It took us about 3 days to get this all out, and I think everyone's a little tired, including myself. I have Carl here. He's actually grading the gravel a little bit. 3 o'clock, concrete comes in. After that, we can do some blocking, strengthen this right up. I had Team BB come in. That's what I like to call them. It's Bubbers and Bear. That's Sherry and MJ's nickname. They're, brother and sister, and we have little nicknames for them. So I have them working as a team on this wall. So they're popping the tile. I also have to cut a hole in this foundation wall. What we had to do was give them a proper crawl space. We want this space heated, so what we're gonna basically do here is open up a hole right here. It's a doorway to acclimatize this room to the existing house. We want this area warm, same as the basement in the existing house.
I'm just putting in the joist hangers here for the added support that was originally required. That should have been put in by the original contractor. Joist hangers are a code requirement on anything that's basically suspended. If it's a cantilever over 4 feet, you're required joist hangers, and this span here is almost 12 feet with no support under either side.
All right, so this plate here, it's where they started their new floor joists. And it's just, what I'm doing is I'm putting the lag bolts through this plate into the plate behind it to attach the old floor joists to the new ones to make it one solid structure. Keep it from bouncing and squeaking.
We have concrete coming in 2 hours. I got to get all the dirt off this. I have to level this ground. I have to get my 2-inch rigid foam down. Okay. I have to get my vapor barrier. And then I have to get my mesh on. So we're in a bit of a rush here. I'm just trying to get everyone going. Thanks, Sheriff. I need a piece 49 inches here, Carl, please. Okay, guys, concrete is here. So let's get that done as quick as possible. I want to start laying the mesh on this side. By the time we get over to you, Carl, you guys should be done, okay?
Oh, we're just gonna set the boom up outside of the front door and then run some pipe and some hoses in and hopefully fill up the hole they have in the back of the house there.
Carl, when you're taping this plastic, absolutely no gaps in the tape, right? So concrete doesn't get under it? Thank you.
So we're really in a bit of a rush to get this all finished and done properly.
Well, we're getting in the last of our mesh here. We do have concrete here. We're about to start pouring any time. It's like he's running his hose right now.